Welcome, everybody. How are you doing? And I am Becky,
And I'm Larry.
and we're super excited to bring to you today the business opportunity for India. And Larry and I have been working along with Suzanne Hall here. Suzanne is our mentor, and she invited us to work within India with her, and it's just been an incredible journey. And so we're so excited to share with you the beginning stages on how to get started and what to expect if you decide to build business in India. And I'm going to share a little bit about me and Larry. We had a print shop for 28 years, and I had major health issues. And of course, Larry was majorly stressed out at the print shop. and these oils changed our life. And little did we know at the time that we would be here in India, sharing people in India these amazing oils. And so,
So today, what we're going to cover is the business opportunity so we can learn more about how to do this wonderful business with doTERRA and network marketing. So we're going to explore the direct sales and network marketing industry. We're going to look at what makes doTERRA such an incredible opportunity. And then next, we're going to discuss the actual work and how you're going to operate as a doTERRA wellness advocate. And then we're going to look at what you can achieve based on how many hours you want to work your doTERRA Wellness Advocate business. And then we're going to see all the support systems that are available to you. So let's go ahead and explore those steps.
so we're going to talk a little bit here about the direct sales model and compared to like you being an employee or having a job. And I've done both. I've had a business where again we had a print shop for 28 years where we had a lot of employees. And to be honest with you, we tried to pay as little as we could for the employees because the customers wanted the prices as little as they wanted to pay very little. And it was very difficult to make a profit margin running a traditional business. And so that's really difficult for people to have a traditional job to raise up in their income levels and so forth. And many people work at a restaurant, and then you have to work on weekends and late nights and do all that stuff where your time freedom is very limited.
That's the hard way to do it.
Yeah, that's the hard way to make money. And I've been reading another book called The Millionaire Minds. And oh my gosh, he really goes into a deep dive on the mindset of um, thinking working in a job, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and you're, blah, blah, blah. But you actually have unlimited potential within you. And we're here to share with you today about the authentic direct sales potential, and doTERRA is an amazing choice in the direct sales model. You can truly get residual income. And what that means is you're investing in your future. And I think a lot of times when we're talking about uh, working in a direct sales model, we're just a salesperson, kind of like in a job. We want you to change that mindset and think about building for your future. This is going to be a business that you're going to want to maybe pass along to your kids when you pass away. It's going to be something that they can inherit. And it's a truly residual. So it's going to be ongoing. Once you reach a certain point, it's really incredible. There are no limits in advancement in earnings with doTERRA. Now, I've talked with other people and other direct marketing companies, and they actually reached the top, and then the company changed their compensation plan so they made less, and it really messed them up. doTERRA will never do that. They actually just gave us a raise and increased and gave us more bonuses and things like that. So it's really through researching other network marketing companies, doTERRA has really the best compensation plan. And this is really, when we're talking about being a job, working as an employee, and working late nights and weekends and so forth, you have no time freedom. But when you're working in the direct sales, there is freedom because you can choose your schedule. You can be flexible. Now, you're not going to want to not work. I mean, that's going to be, you still need to be paid for the work that you put in. So, but you can choose the time and how much work you want to put into it. And this is all about building your dreams. And I work a few hours a week at a suicide prevention center using the essential oils to help people. And the reason why I bring that up is so many people don't realize that they can have dreams, that the dreams really provide our future. And when we stop dreaming because we became hostage to our job, oh, you guys, this is really a huge opportunity that you can start dreaming again. Maybe putting on a dream board that you want a new home, or you want to own your home, or you want to have a car, or maybe travel the world. All these things, if you put your mind to it and really start thinking about what's possible, we're here for you. So, why doTERRA? So, Larry, what do you want to say about this?
Well, I think, when you choose like doTERRA and being a wellness advocate and you're entering the direct sales and marketing business, you should have at the top of your list like a complete holistic wellness. So you fell in love with the oils, they've solved an issue for you, and you know other folks that you can share these oils with, and they may help and support issues that they're dealing with. And you can do this because it addresses a global health and financial crisis. I mean, our medical system is really broken, and people are searching for ways, to deal with whatever they're suffering with. And it's a culture of collaboration, not competition. So doTERRA is the ultimate like team environment, and you really feel that support and that team effort. And it's not like we're competing with each other. And doTERRA has a really foundational message of really cultural giving and a global impact. And so the products work. And the best thing about doTERRA is it has a 75% retention rate, and compared to the industry average, which is only 10 to 12%. So you can see how much higher and how much more effective it is when you're sharing these oils and building your doTERRA wellness advocate business. And the last thing is that doTERRA pays out 48% in commissions, and that's the highest rate in the industry. And they're privately owned, so you don't have any shareholders who aren't really connected to the business making decisions for us. They're people who built this business, know what we're doing, and work with us. And so we're always supported.
Yeah, it's incredible when I think about the health industry and how they really have a grab onto us, right? And
Yeah.
so I'm a rebel. If you're a complete holistic wellness type person, and we're a little bit of a rebel, that's you found your home. This is exactly where you need to be. And with my journey, I was super skeptical about network marketing. Owning our print shop, we had many people come into our business and say, Becky, you need to join my network marketing business. And I'm like, no, I have my own business. Larry and I, we worked really hard with our print shop, and we were all in, right? And I just really thought it was really kind of rude for them to be asking that, like they didn't respect what I was doing. Little did I know and understand the business model of network marketing. And when we started doing doTERRA, because of my health and Larry's health, we weren't looking at doing the business. And Suzanne, she came and taught our first class in our home. Do you remember that, Suzanne?
Of course, yes. How could I forget? There were 11 people there and everybody joined. It
It
was
was just,
amazing.
yeah. Your husband was sitting on the lazy boy chair, and he was so funny. um, and you were in our area to come to a wedding, and so
Yeah.
you squeezed us in, you made it work, and that's really what doTERRA is about: is you squeeze in the time that you can in your regular life, and you make it work. And that's what really admired. I was really impressed with what you did for us, Suzanne. It was great. Um, and the professional validation. So basically, when we were talking to our financial planner and talking about our print shop, he said, you can retire from your print shop. It's okay to sell your business. And and now you can go through and do chapter 2 and go through and travel the world and do things that you really want to do. And then you can insert doTERRA in your life so that way you have all the write-offs and all those extra expenses that you can do. Now, I don't know how the taxes work in India, but talking to some people, they could be a little bit similar, it sounds like. So this is something that was really validation for us. And so we jumped in. Oh my gosh, here we go, Larry. And we sold our business, and Suzanne said, "Hey, Becky, help me build in India." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh." And I was so scared and so nervous, but that's what it's all about. That's where life is all about, is to step in, lean into where some fears could be, and really, it's not about us. It's about really making a difference for people all over the world. And so we invite you to consider that.
So here's one of the things that makes doTERRA so special. And this is a foundational system that helps us build our business. And it's so simple. And it's called pipes. And I wish we'd have had a system like this when we started our print shop many, many years ago. But the background story of pipes is creating a residual income. And the story goes, many, many years ago, there was a village. And to get water, it was a long walk down to the stream. And so one of the villagers thought, hey, you know what? I'll carry buckets of water. I'll walk down to the stream, get 2 buckets of water, and walk them back to the village and sell the water. And so he did that every day. And then he thought, wow, how could I make this simpler? Because if I want to make more money, I have to work harder. I have to make many more trips, and it's just a lot of work. And so he thought, maybe if I walked down and got a couple pails of water and I dug a few feet of a trench and laid some pipe in it every day, I could eventually get that pipe from the stream all the way back to the village. And then I could just turn on a spigot and sell the water right out of there to the villagers. And then I would be creating a residual income with very little work. And so that is the concepts of the PIPES acronym. And the first P in pipe stands for prepare. So you've been introduced to the products, you love the doTERRA oils, they've solved an issue for you, and you use the products and you start thinking about people you could share the products with who could benefit from using these essential oils. And so you write those names down, and then you invite them. The I in pipe stands for invite. So you invite them to a class. And then the next P in pipe stands for present. And so you're going to invite your people, and you're going to have a class, and you're going to present the opportunity to them, teach them about the oils, the basics. Your upline who's enrolled you will help you in teaching the class. And then you will share the oils. They'll get to sample them and hear all about the oils and the business opportunity of doTERRA. And then after they go through the class, we're going to enroll them. We're going to show them how they can enroll and get their own account so that they can get the essential oils at 25% below retail cost and get their own wholesale account and start ordering. And then you will get some residual income for that. And then after you do that, you're going to want to support them so that they can start using these oils and make them an everyday usage in their lives and start sharing them with others. So that's how the pipes work and how we present and use doTERRA and then create a residual income.
And so we're making it easy for you. We have the system. So you're watching this PowerPoint that we can make available to you to help onboard people. And if you attended my class yesterday, Larry and I and Ronson, we taught a class yesterday regarding the basic introduction of doTERRA essential oils. And so we have all these tools, all these supplies ready for you, and these presentations. What we're asking you to do is to prepare, get everything scheduled on your calendar, which, people who organize themselves and prepare are going to be more successful. And so prepare, get your names list, like Larry said, and then we're going to ask you to invite them to the class. And then we will help with the presentation, just like this Zoom. We're going to be doing these every week. Suzanne will have her week. We have a Natalie and Peter and other leaders that are global that are going to be helping teach these classes so that as you're brand new, you can listen to them over and over again and get very familiar with the talking points. And then we're going to teach you how to do the enrollment, and then we're going to help support you. So these 3 things that are circled are where you're going to focus on first, and to make it really simple, because we really truly want you to be successful, and we're here to help you make that happen. And so how do you get paid? Like, what is this all about? Of course, we want to make money. Who doesn't want to make money, right? And so how to get paid as a wellness advocate, like Larry said earlier, there's 48% of doTERRA's sales are the commissionable volume is actually paid out in commissions. And that is incredible. And we're not going to go through in detail the breakdown. We just want to give you an idea of what the processes are to be able to make money. And we have other classes that will go into deep detail and how to play the game of making money, right? So the first one here under the commission, so doTERRA broke it up under commissions and bonuses. And the first one under commissions is the sharing bonus. And the sharing bonus is when you enroll somebody, you're going to get 25% for 60 days of whatever they buy. And this is incredible. So helping them, you get rewarded to help them on doing a loyalty reward program, which doTERRA likes to reward people for ordering over and over again. So there's bonuses that way. And then there's the unilevel, which you are paid out 7 levels deep. So doTERRA has 7 levels. You can go on to 30 levels. Your team's going to get really big, right? So, but we pay out 7 levels as you are building your structure. And then we also have the retail profits. Under the bonus column here, there's a bonus benefit of when you build your team in a perfect structure. And Power of 3 is having 3 leaders on your top line. And then you get a bonus when they all order the same month. And then you actually get a boost if you have other enrollments and things like that. So it's pretty exciting. That's a brand new thing that doTERRA just came out with. They just gave us a raise with more bonuses and boosts and things. And then the pools is called a leadership pool. And this is paid out from all of the leaders globally, meaning everything that is done globally with the commissions that doTERRA has, you're going to get shares from that, from your performance, and you're going to get more bonuses that way. And then uniquely to doTERRA India, there's a founders club, and we're really excited to share with you a little bit more about that. Here is a basic structure of the potential earnings that you can have with doTERRA. Now, this is again, the first leadership rank is elite. And then when we go up to premier, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, blue diamond, and presidential diamond, these are the opportunities that you can put forward on how much income you want to make and how fast you want to get there. Basically, you can earn about 40,000 Indian rupees depending on how you structure your team, how many enrollments you have, and so on. And then as you get to Premier, this is the first leadership rank where you are actually having 2 leaders underneath you, which are executive. Now, executive is not showing on this chart. It's before here, but executive here. And then when you get to silver, you'll have 3 elites underneath you. And so just keeping in mind, doTERRA structure is actually helping people become leaders. So when you see this as a silver, you're helping elites become elite, and then you're going to help them become premier. And when you have 3 elites ranked premier, you become gold. And then when you have 3 silvers underneath you, then you become platinum. And then when you have 4 silvers underneath you, become diamond, and so on. And this is all about leaders teaching leaders. And so you're not competing against each other. You're actually helping and supporting people underneath you. It's a really incredible program and structure. Here is something about the Founders Club. And the Founders Club has 40 seats in India. It's incredible. And the doTERRA India market will take 1% of all their commissionable sales and divide it into 40 seats. And this is a huge thing. You can become like a partner with doTERRA India by being a founder. You have to reach the rank of gold 3 times within 6 months to be able to achieve that. And we already have 6 seats filled up. And these are incredible leaders. And this is something that is just a huge opportunity to be able to really recognize yourself as a partner. That's really why we're here, is everybody wants to become founder.
So a lot of times when you get into doing network marketing, you're going, how much time is involved? Like when we first got involved in doTERRA, my thing was, how do we pay for these oils? The products are great. I want to buy more products and get more variety, and because they're just fantastic and they're so beneficial for us. So we wanted to pay for our products, and you only have to work 3 to 5 hours basically to help pay for your products that you're using. And then the next step would be, how do I want to supplement my income? You'll start to find out that you're earning a little extra money. You're not only paying for your products, but you're earning a little extra income. And when you want to boost that and say, hey, I can pay for my products, I can get a bill or two paid for, and I'm only having to work 10 to 15 hours a week to kind of support that. And then if you really want to get serious and really fast track your business and start replacing your income and start making doTERRA your main source of income, you can start working 15 to 30 or more hours a week, and you can really fast track your development and your sales doing it that way.
Yeah, and I know that when we first started doing doTERRA, again, I wasn't going to do the business, but I held a class once a month for a while, and then I started doing once a week because the classes start to get real popular. And still that's 3 to 5 hours a week. Doing some invitations and then hosting a class. And I love what Suzanne says. She's always saying this: is that being consistent, be consistent and always plan it in your day. And if you're working a job right now, you're going to want to have that slowly, get more cells into doTERRA, and then you can start leveling out on your time at your job and then take over with doTERRA.
Yeah, there's so much great support that makes it so simple to build your business. Just
Mhm.
as simple as ways to share the oils, ways to, introduce people to the oils.
Yeah. And so your support system is incredible. Like truly, I can tell when I talk with leaders from other companies who have actually moved over to doTERRA, they're so shocked on how much resources there are on the internet for doTERRA. doTERRA is the #1 essential oil company in the world. And I think we're #8 right now globally with network marketing. You guys, we want to be #1 globally with all network marketing companies. And we're here in India because India is the largest population. So we have and are working on a really brand new support system that's going to put a power pack on that for you. It's a 5-week new leader launch system to help you reach to 40,000 Indian rupees within a few months' time, maybe 3 months. And basically, this is going to start. I think we're going to launch it in August, right, Suzanne? I think we decided August.
Yep.
Mhm. And we're super excited about that. And then you're going to also have your personal mentor. And I know, like, Suzanne's my mentor. I have crossline mentors. We have so many mentors that you can ask questions with. We have WhatsApp groups and so forth. And then we have a trainers hub, which is lots of training on the back office of doTERRA's website, where you can go in there and learn about the safety of the oils and the business launch. I mean, there's so much training. It's great, almost too much, right? So that's why we're trying to simplify it a little bit here. And then we have the corporate support. doTERRA India is incredible. There's a beautiful amount of people who are just always there. I was talking to Narayani. Gosh, it was like 10 o'clock, my time. See, we're 12 and a half hours difference for you guys. So it was 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock yesterday, my time, which was midnight, like your guys' time. And so she was staying up late helping us with end of the month things and all that kind of stuff. So they're always there. And it's just an incredible thing. And then we have our team calls just like this. And we have corporate calls, team calls, and trainings and all that stuff happening every week. So, can this work for you? So, ask yourself, are you truly someone who loves wellness? And I'm telling you, more and more so, people are leaning into the wellness arena, realizing that perhaps maybe the pharmaceutical world might not be for them as much. And and truly, these oils, when they work, there's no other way. It's like it's incredible. Do you like helping people? So being of service. Again, working at the Suicide Prevention Center, I realized that when you're helping other people in a big way, you actually are getting out of your head and you're making a true impact for the world. And that's really the key component, I believe, is being able to be of service and to truly love helping people. And can you follow a system? Like, we made it easy. And I'm going to just be honest. Because I'm so creative, and when I first started doing doTERRA, I kind of came up with my own system. And no, you guys, you don't need to do that. We really truly want you to just make this a duplication process and teach the class just like we're teaching it here, and just follow along. Make it easy on yourself so that you can truly grow quickly. So, what are your next steps? Well, your next steps are to follow up with your mentor. The person who invited you to be here today, they're your mentor. And we would love to have you ask more questions, see what's there for you, and how to get started with actually doing the doTERRA business. If you don't already have a doTERRA Wellness Advocate account, and if you haven't tried the products, that's going to be your first step. Many of you may have joined as a wholesale member or preferred member, and then will want to upgrade your account to a wellness advocate just by providing your KYC documents to the doTERRA office, and so that they can actually get you in the system correctly so you can receive commissions. And then you're going to want to come to our next class, our next call. Now, we've been bumping them around. They're not always on Monday. I forgot to change that. Mine was Tuesday and Wednesday. Suzanne might be Monday and Wednesday. I'm not sure. When's your class, Suzanne?
Well, next week, Ling Ling and Sunita are doing them on Wednesday and Thursday. And then I usually do them on Wednesday and Thursday too. But Pete does them Tuesday and Wednesday. They're usually on either Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday.
Yeah, we were trying to keep them consistent, but I think everybody's schedules, see, we want to change our schedules to make it work for everybody.
It's flexible.
Flexible, yes. And so I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing here to see if anybody has any questions. And then I'm going to actually stop the recording.